Yep. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.
And Shabbat Shalom to anybody who is live streaming our service tonight. Let's take a moment to just breathe. So let's take a deep breath in, but when you breathe out, don't breathe on anybody. Here we go. And one more. Normally, this is the moment when I would invite you to get up and greet each other, but what we're going to do is just take a moment to look around and wave hello and smile at the people around you and wish them a Shabbat Shalom. And let's breathe out the worries, anxieties, stresses of the week. Breathe in the hope and prayers and comfort of Shabbat. And I'm going to share with you a prayer that was written by a minister for this Shabbat. What if you thought of it as the Jews consider the Sabbath, the most sacred of times? Cease from travel, cease from buying and selling. Give up just for now on trying to make the world different than it is. Sing, pray, touch only those to whom you commit your life. Center down, and when your body has become still, reach out with your heart. Know that we are connected in ways that are terrifying and beautiful. You could hardly deny it now. Know that our lives are in one another's hands. Surely that has come clear. Do not reach out your hands. Reach out your heart. Reach out your words. Reach out all the tendrils of compassion that move invisibly where we cannot touch. Promise this world your love, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, so long as we all shall live. Amen. And we'll continue our prayers on this Shabbat with the singing of another nigun, another wordless melody to help us transition to the mood of Shabbat.
Ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. One more time. And ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la la la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la,
We continue our prayers with the kindling of the Shabbat candles on page 2, and it's my pleasure to invite Ryan and his family and Jackson and his family, our B'nai Mitzvah this Shabbat, to lead us in prayer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, be our lives, give light to all who behold us, as their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this sanctuary in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Amen. And we turn in our prayer books to page 4 for the introduction to the Kiddush.
And there was evening, and there was morning, the sixth day. The heaven and the earth were finished, and all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing, and God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. And God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava u'ratzon hinchilanu. Zikaron lemasei v'reishit, ki hu yom tevilah v'nikra'ei kodesh, zeher tzion Mitzrayim.
Kivanu v'charta ve'otanu kidashta mikol Shabbat kodshecha ve'ahava uvratzon hinchaltanu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
Amen. L'chaim. You boys sounded great. Mazel tov to both of you. As they take sips from the Kiddush cup, we're going to turn in our prayer books to page 12 for this psalm welcoming Shabbat. And let us read these words together at the bottom of page 12. Come, let us sing joyously to Adonai, raise a shout for our rock and deliverer. Let us come into God's presence with praise. Let us raise a shout for God in song, for Adonai is a great God, the great ruler of all divine beings.
Lechon ranana l'Adonai nariya litzor yishenu Lechon ranana l'Adonai nariya litzor yishenu lekadmo fanav v'toda bizmiro nariya lo yalla lechon ranana l'Adonai nariya litzor yishenu lekadmo fanav v'toda bizmiro nariya lo lekadmo fanav v'toda bizmiro nariya lo ki el gadol Adonai umelech gadol al kol Elohim asher biyado mechere haaretz v'toavot harim lo asher biyado mechere haaretz v'toavot harim lo yalla yalla la 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 yalla la 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 yalla la 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 la
We turn in our prayer books now to Lacha Dodi, Come, my beloved. We welcome Shabbat in song. We're going to sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And at our final verse, we rise and face the entrance to greet the Sabbath bride.
Yalla la la lecha dodi Yalla la la likrat kala Yalla la la penei Shabbat nekave Yalla la la lecha dodi Yalla la la likrat kala Yalla la 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 penei Shabbat nekavelo Shamor v'zachor v'nimor echad Ki hishmiyanu el hamyuchad Adonai echad la 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 Pnei Shabbat Pnei Shabbat Nekabela Go'i v'shalom Ateret bala Gam b'simcha u'sola Tov emuneh am segula Mo'i chala Bo'i chala Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 lekrat kala Ya la 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 Pnei Shabbat Pnei Shabbat nekabel Ya la 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 lecha dodi Ya la 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 lekrat kala Ya la 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 Pnei Shabbat Pnei Shabbat nekabela
We remain standing and turn to page 28 for a call to worship the Baruch Hu.
Ya la 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 Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam va'ed Le'olam va'ed Ya la 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 Ya la 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 la
We turn to page 31 and pray these words together at the top of the page. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai our God, from whom the evening flows.
Baruch atah Adonai Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
And as we turn to page 32, I invite our B'nai Mitzvah to join us on the bima. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amecha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot chukim u'mishpatim otanu limadata Al ken Adonai Eloheinu b'shochbenu ufkumenu nasiach bechukecha v'nismach b'divrei toratcha uv'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu ve'orach yamenu ve'hem negeh yomam v'layla ve'ahavta al tasir mimenu le'olamim.
Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Page 34.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Hashem, Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed.
You may be seated. Not you, Jackson.
Ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha uvchol nafshecha uvchol meodecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom olevavecha Vishinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shitecha b'veitecha uvlechtecha v'derech uvshokbecha uvkumecha uvshartam leot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha Uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai v'yitem kedoshim le'elohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher chotzeti ethem Me'eret Mitzrayim Liot Lachem Le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohehem.
Amen. Mazel tov to both of you. So we are so proud of Jackson, who will become bar mitzvah in the morning and is the oldest of three, and Ryan, who will become bar mitzvah in the afternoon, who is the youngest of three, both extreme milestones in your family's life, and we are so proud of the way you're soldiering on this Shabbat so beautifully. We're going to continue our prayers together with this beautiful translation of the Ve'ahavta on page 37. Together. Love your God with every heartbeat, with every breath, with every conscious act. Keep in mind the words I command you today. Teach them to your children and talk about them at work, whether you are tired or you are rested. Let them guide the work of your hands. Keep them in the forefront of your vision. Do not leave them at the doorway of your house or outside your gate. They are reminders to do all of my mitzvot, so that you can be holy for God. I am Adonai your God. I led you out of Egypt to become your God. I am Adonai your God. And we turn to page 40 to celebrate that coming out of Egypt, which is an eternal journey for all of us.
Yai lai lai lai. Thank you. Ya lai 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 lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai lai lai. Once more. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai. Yai lai lai lai, ya lai 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 lai.
find the Hashkivenu prayer, which is a prayer we say in the evening as we are feeling unsettled. We ask for God's Sukkot Shalom, a shelter of God's peace for all of us as we sing these words.
So 43 we start with, and then we go to 42 with the Hashkivenu. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, l'chaim l'shalom. Hashkivenu, Adonai, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu l'shalom, l'shalom.
We turn to page 46 for these central prayers of our Shabbat service, Hatfilah. The prayers will be on the even pages moving forward, and as we complete them, you can take a few moments for your own personal prayer or to continue with the prayers in the book. And when you're finished, please be seated. I invite you to rise if you're able.
Adonai, sifatai tiftach ufi yagi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avoteinu ve'imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'koneh hakol, v'zocher chasdei avot v'himahot, u'mevi geula livnei v'neihem, lema'an shemo be'ahava, melech ozer u'moshia u'magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor leolam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atarav lehoshia. Mashiv haruach umorid haka Hashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed. Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayeh mehemunato, Lishenei ahafar, Michamocha baal gevurot, Umidom elach, Melech memid umechayeh umatzmiach Yeshua v'nemanat al hachayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh Ugdoshim b'chol yom yahalalu chasela Baruch atah Adonai ha'el HaKadosh.
I surely don't need to tell you that we are living in an unprecedented moment in time, swimming in a sea of uncertainty. As each minute passes, we're receiving new notices of cancellations due to the coronavirus, air travel from Europe suspended for a month, cancellation of long-planned vacations, bar mitzvah plans disrupted, and basketball games postponed. The list goes on and on. Our daughter Hannah gave us tickets to the Diana Ross concert for Hanukkah, which was supposed to be last night, but of course it was canceled, and so I did the only thing I could do, which was say, Alexa, play me Diana Ross. Whether it's minor inconveniences like this concert or substantial financial loss, or even worse, physical illness, with each new restriction or cancellation, our stress level rises and fear sets in. All of us respond to uncertainty in different ways. Some of us make ourselves busy, asking, what can I do to prepare for this? How many rolls of toilet paper do we need? Where can I find hand sanitizer? What plans do I need to make, cancel, or postpone? Others of us tend to panic, fearing the worst. We are plugged into the nonstop 24/7 news cycle, delivering ever-worsening news. We fret and we worry, we withdraw, and we isolate. This is particularly vexing as a public health pandemic such as COVID-19 requires us to take precautions and socially isolate, especially if we are older or have a compromised immune system. This anxiety and social isolation also has consequences for our physical, spiritual, and emotional well-being, perhaps even more than we realize. As Jews, our faith and our past provide us with an antidote to this hysteria and despair. Our 4,000-year-old history proves our resilience to respond to danger and predicament with creative and thoughtful solutions. We have a demonstrated track record in overcoming adversity. As Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav famously said in one of my most favorite quotes, Kol ha'ulam kulo gesher tsar meod, v'ha'ikar lo lefached klal. The whole world is a narrow bridge, and the principal thing is not to be afraid. So how do we mitigate that anxiety and that fear? Many of us find comfort in friendships and family. Though we may become physically isolated from each other, the great news is now we have technological tools to connect and help us transcend that distance between us. These same tools can bring us together in worship and prayer as well. Starting tomorrow, we will become a virtual worship community for the next few weeks at least, except for our B'nai Mitzvah, which will go on as planned. As the principle of Pikuach Nefesh, saving a life takes precedence over all other mitzvot. But even if we can't congregate in person, we can hear each other's voices and know that we are not alone. As always, our Temple Beth Shalom services will be live streamed, so whether you are in Miami Beach or Tel Aviv, you can join us for song and prayer and know that you are part of our community. There's a story that's told in the Talmud that I want to share with you. And the Talmud, of course, is a 2,000-year-old text. And the story is about a disease that's called ra'atan. It was thought to be contagious and quite dangerous. And the unsavory symptoms of this disease are described in detail in the Talmud, but I will spare you from them. Potential treatments are also suggested. Rabbi Yochanan pronounced, "Beware of the flies of the man afflicted with ra'atan." And the text then goes on to say how Rabbi Eliezer, Rabbi Ami, and Rabbi Asi all practiced a form of social isolation. They wouldn't go near a person who was afflicted with ra'atan. Long before modern hospitals and treatments, even our ancient rabbis understood that sometimes social isolation is necessary to prevent contagion. But Rabbi Joshua, on the other hand, hugged those who suffered and engaged in Torah study with them. All of us want to keep ourselves and our loved ones safe, of course. We don't want to come near those who may be infected, and God forbid, we don't want to unwittingly put others at risk. But Rabbi Joshua understood the importance of human contact and the ongoing importance of Torah study as well as a method of healing and hope. He knew the disease was highly contagious and dangerous, and yet he embraced those who were afflicted with it, those who had been ostracized and distanced and set aside from the community. He showed them kindness, and he studied with them. He understood that emotional healing was as important as physical well-being. Now, I am in no way advocating that we put ourselves at physical risk, as Rabbi Joshua did. But I am asking you to consider how you might turn your thoughts to others who may be in need right now. Who could really use a phone call from you to alleviate some of their stress and isolation? How about perhaps making pictures with your children or grandchildren for these seniors who are at Miami Jewish Health Systems. Let's think creatively about how we can reach out to each other at this time of need. This week's Torah story of the golden calf, which Jackson will be reading tomorrow, reminds us of what can happen when we let fear and uncertainty overcome us and lead us astray. Instead, let's us channel our anxieties and fears, which of course we will have, into reaching out to one another, even virtually. You know, like many of you, yesterday I endured pandemonium at Publix. And yet I felt sparks of hope at how everyone was kind to one another. There were no fistfights over toilet paper or hand sanitizer. Instead, people were sharing their concerns and their worries. They were giving each other tips and helping each other through what is this difficult time. We have to remember that all of us are truly in this together. That's why it's so important for us to try to flatten the curve of contagion. As Martin Luther King said in 1967, far better than I ever could. It really boils down to this, that all life is interrelated. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied into a single garment of destiny. Whatever affects one directly affects someone else indirectly. We are made to live together because of the interrelated structure of reality. The interrelated structure of our reality. So go ahead and distance yourself, but remember the sacred nature of our humanity is that we must remain interrelated and connected to one another. Keep those connections strong by phone, by email, by text message, by a wave, an elbow bump, a smile, whatever it is that brings you comfort and joy. And hopefully this will bring healing and hope to everyone around you. Amen.
From the words of Rabbi Nachman of Bratslav, Kol ha'olam kulo, the whole world is a narrow bridge, and yet we should not be afraid. It is on page 339, 339. If you know it, sing it with me. We can go into another interpretation of it after this. Kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tsar me'od, gesher Tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od, kol ha'olam kulo, gesher tsar me'od, gesher tsar me'od. It's only a journey across a very narrow bridge. It's a journey Gesher, Gesher Tsar Me'od.
Thank you, Cantor. We're going to share a prayer for healing, our Misha Berach prayer. And so if you have a loved one who is in need of a prayer, I invite you to share that name. And we think as well, of course, about all of those who have been afflicted with the coronavirus, and say a special prayer for caregivers, for our doctors and nurses and therapists who are on the front line, and speak a prayer of courage and strength for each one of them. So if you have a loved one, please say the name out loud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. India McDonald. We're going to turn in our prayer books to the Misha Berach prayer, which is on page 253, and pray for healing and hope for all of them.
Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misha Berach Imotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
So one of the greatest antidotes to anxiety, stress, fear is to think about everything for which we are grateful. All of the blessings we have despite the tumultuousness of what's happening around us. So we're going to take this moment to pray a prayer of gratitude, a Shehechianu prayer. And I'm going to invite you to rise. If I call something out loud that applies to you, please rise and stay standing. So if you are having a bar mitzvah this Shabbat, please rise. Okay, families too, rise. And come on up to the bima so that you can be there to open the ark when it's time. Now, if you came into town or a member of the family of one of these b'nai mitzvahs, please rise. Or you are a family member. Judith Martin, come on, stand up. Okay, now, all of you who have enough toilet paper and food to weather a potential quarantine, please stand up. All of you who are grateful to be alive, please rise. So we're going to sing the words of Shehechianu, expressing our gratitude to the Holy One for all of our blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kimanu v'higianu לזמן הזה.
We remain standing and turn to page 282 as our B'nai Mitzvah open the ark for the chanting of Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו אחד.
You may be seated. We take a few moments now to remember all of those who helped to shape our lives, who gave us words of wisdom, who loved us, and who we loved. We think about those members of our congregation who have died in the last 30 days and whose families remain in the shloshim of their mourning. We remember Erwin Raffel, Julie Burns, Bill Jean Smith, Alan Friedland, Richard Friedman, Norman Westcoat, Evelyn S. Forms, Lester D'Assis, Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing. And we think as well of all those whose yard sites are observed on this Shabbat, whose names are lovingly inscribed in our alcove of remembrance. We remember Sidney Alexander, William Bill Bear, Edward Berkman, Greta Berkowitz, Marshall Berkowitz, Toba Blasberg, Betty Ann Bright, Robert Bright, Samuel Engel, Philip Gerald Engelberg, Louis Fabricant, Alan First, Bertram Gerson, Joseph Goldberg, Jenny Sarah Goldsmith, Stanley Goldsmith, Rose Gordon, Jerry Gross, Carol Kahn, Morris Kirsch, Sheila Klein, Joan Spiro Kotler, Hertha Kronthal, Wendy Landis, Alex Levinson, Robert Eugene Lakshin, David Miller, Rose Miller, Gladys Arth Molaski, Julian Neubauer, Michael Roberts, Rita Rosen, Jean Schechter, Bernard Schreiber, Judge Alan Robert Schwartz, Phyllis Silvers, Sylvia Sir, Robert Summerstein, Martin Spiro, Jamie Steinberg, Henry Tager, Rebecca Taylor, Meyer Tobin, Julius Wilner, and Tilly Yates. And we think as well of all of those other yard sites that are observed on this Shabbat: Sylvia Belkin, Gloria Berger, Deborah Epstein, Maurice S. Forms, Marcia Ziesel Goldberg, Susan Goodman, Jean Hirschberg, Hee San Yu, Benjamin Kirshner, Rita Corman, Leonard Chris, Phyllis Kurland, Edith Land, Matthew Leibowitz, Jack Bernard Levine, Howard Stanley Levinson, Louis Levitsky, Francis Lynn, Edith Mendelson, Julio Mordechovich, Betty Morber, Mel Nesselroth, Harold Petluck, Bruce Ray Rosso, Ida Ross, Gloria Charlin, Aviva Schneiman, Morris Siegel, Annie Stember, Rose Swerdlow, Max Swerdlow, Ann Trope, Celia Janofsky-Unger, Rosa Urisha, William Weiss, and Fred Yamron. If there is anybody observing a yard site or in a period of mourning and I did not mention the name, I invite you to please rise and remain standing and share that name with us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Please remain standing. Thank you. I invite everybody to rise as one congregation as we recite Kaddish as well for the 6 million men, women, and children who perished in the Shoah and have no one to stand and say Kaddish for them, and so we do. The over 24,000 Israeli soldiers who died so that we would have a Jewish homeland, and our American soldiers who fell defending our liberties. We take them all into our hearts with our own as we share these words of praise for God, and we thank God for their lives. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon v'yomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kari v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei rabbah mivarach le'alam l'olmei almaya. Yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbachata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav. Hu yaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'yimru, amen. May the author of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all of you who are bereaved and all of those who are bereaved everywhere. And let us say, amen. You may be seated, and as you take your seats, I'm going to invite up a member of our board, Kim Haber, to deliver some important announcements and bring greetings.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. And Mazel Tov to Ryan and Jackson, the little sneak peek that we got today. You guys should talk. I see Ryan Jackson duo, maybe world tour, some good stuff here. So I want to first start off with saying that Saturday, tomorrow, all activities are handling as normal. J-Lab, Shabbat service, everything's on par. Here's where it gets a little weird.
Wait, Kim, sorry, that's not quite right.
That's not quite right. Yes.
Torah study is going to be via Zoom.
Okay.
And that link, I believe, is in your announcements. And the Minyan service is going to be live streamed. So neither Torah study nor Minyan are in person, but J-Lab is. And the B'nai Mitzvah. Tat Shabbat is in person. Yes, sorry. It's confusing.
So that's what's happening tomorrow. And then after that, we will the New Deco Jazz event on the 14th has been canceled. And Sisterhood Matzah Plate has been postponed. That was scheduled for the 17th. And then, luckily, technology takes over. We say hello to those that couldn't come today. And that's where we'll start doing everything sort of live stream or through Zoom or through Facebook Live. So we're still here for you. We're still excited to be part of your community. And the number one thing that Jenny asked me to definitely stress was that the temple has an app. And we encourage you to download the app, and all information and sharing of what's happening and what's coming will be on there and on the website. And if you're uncomfortable downloading the app, a couple of us can probably help you. Ask your kids, ask your grandkids, and you'll be able to know exactly what's happening. So Shabbat Shalom, stay safe, wash your hands, and wash them again.
Thank you. We're going to continue our service, we'll conclude our service in song the same way we began our service. I'm going to invite you to rise, and we'll sing together the words of Oseh Shalom, asking for God's blessing of wholeness, healing, and peace for each of us and for the whole world.
Oseh Shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, 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 ya'aseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom. We do have an oneg. We hope you'll join us there.